Hey guys, welcome back. As you know, we've been reviewing the HERA ARMS CQR buttstock and front grip, and we're going to show you how to install that onto your rifle today. Now, the first thing I want to mention is that HERA ARMS recommends that you use a mil-spec buffer tube. I actually tried to install this onto a commercial spec first. What happened is that it got stuck around here. I didn't want to try to force it in because I didn't know if I could get it off. It seemed doable, but I decided to go with the recommendation. So once again, I'm using a mil-spec buffer tube. Okay? So let's get started. Now the first thing you want to do is go ahead and just slide this on, make sure everything's lined up, and slap it together. Okay, that's the easiest part. Now this part's a little interesting, the way you would actually secure this stock to the lower. You use this screw, but with our old pistol grips, we'd be able to just slap that on, drive this in at an angle, and you had an opening at the bottom. That way you could get to the screw. This one is a little different. We don't have that bottom angle to get at the screw. Now what we have is this little slot, and it's going to be a little awkward because I'm using an Allen key and I'm going to have to drive it in at that angle. HERA ARMS actually recommends that you use a hex key with a ball head. What I actually recommend is you go out to the hardware store, pick up a Phillips head screw or a flathead. That way you could drive it in at a more vertical angle, makes it a little easier. But we're going to go ahead and use our Allen key. It is doable. It will just take a while. So we'll come back to you once that's done, okay? Alright guys, so we finished installing the screw with the hex key. It does take a while, but it is very doable. As you can see, it's secure right in there. And what HERA ARMS gives us is a little cover, just to cover up all the little hardware and stuff in there. We just pop that on, and you're good to go. Okay, the next step of installing this buttstock is installing the QD mounts, which is great because the kit comes with them. So you just go ahead and insert those at either side. And there we are. We have this little screw, and we're going to secure that with a smaller, or with the same Allen key. Let's hold the other side just to make sure it screws in nicely. The nice thing about this QD mount too is it also helps hold this stock into place. So even if I were to take the screw off here, I couldn't pull it apart. All right. The next step is a little interesting. How they decided to get the safety selector detent in is through a little slot cut out on the side of the grip. So what we're going to do first is take our detent and we're going to insert it into the slot. It's actually just going to pop in right on its own, so it's already in there. Okay, and now we have this little rubber insert. What we do with this insert is we take our spring, put that one through, and there is a thinner and thicker part of this insert. You want the thinner side face down. That way, if you need to pull this apart, you could take hold of the thicker part. So let's go ahead and insert it right there. Okay, as you can see, the spring is popping out. So what I'm going to do is take my Allen key and actually insert it. Use it to compress the spring, and then push down at the same time to make sure that this rubber insert is flush with the grip. Okay, and there you have it. There's the full installation for the buttstock itself. Now we're going to go move on to the front grip. Alright guys, now we're going to install the front grip. So this is very easy to do, and it comes with all the necessary hardware. So we just go ahead and slide that on, and it's all grip preference. I prefer it to the rear as much as I can. This is as far as it goes without any resistance, and you could just go ahead and drive your pins in there. Or my preference is to push this as further back, but what this does is it expands the back of the front grip, making you unable to drive in that rear pin, but the front pin still works just fine to hold it into place. So that's what I'm going to do. Once again, you don't have to push it this far back, it's just my preference. Okay. All right, we're just going to secure that. There we go. And there is our front grip. Once again, it comes with the QD mount, which is great. And now we're going to put everything together. We have our CQR buttstock right here, mounted on our lower. So let's just pop these two guys together. And there you have it. This is the completed CQR buttstock and front grip. I really like it, the way this is set up. it feels very comfortable in the hand too, even if we shoulder it. This grip is great. I really like it. So that's our full install video. If you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comments, and have a great day.